700 millions de Chinois. Et moi, avec ma vie, mon petit schéma, mon mal de tête, mon poids au foie. J'y pense et puis j'oublie. C'est la vie. 80 millions d'Indonésiens. Et moi, avec ma voiture et mon chien, son canigou quand il aboie. J'y pense et puis j'oublie. C'est la vie. 3 ou 400 millions de noirs. Et moi, qui baise au brunissoir, au sauna pour perdre du poids. J'y pense et puis j'oublie. C'est la vie. 300 millions de Soviets.
This week's gonna be a little weird because I have to go up to Fort Knox for the week, which is like 4 hours away from my apartment, because I need to be trained to be a unit prevention leader, unit prevention liaison, UPL, which sounds cool until you realize that it's just a course to learn how to give drug tests via urine. That's how my week's gonna be going. But on the bright side, I have a buddy up in Fort Knox that I will be staying with, and you might see him on here. Trent, if you don't make it, I apologize. On that note, I'm going to start my 4-hour drive to the great state of Kentucky. So here we go. As I'm getting gas, I've been doing some thinking, because the school that I work at, their mascot is the Skyhawk. But like, by definition, all hawks are skyhawks. Like, there's no such thing as a groundhawk. And I looked it up, and there's a plane named a Skyhawk, but our mascot's a bird. I don't know. It's left me with some things to think about and really consider deeply.
Le dimanche à la chasse au lapin, avec mon fusil, je suis le roi. J'y pense et puis j'oublie. C'est la vie. 500 milliards de petits martiens. Et moi, comme un con de Parisien.
We're currently, I know I need a haircut. We're currently on our lunch break, and I didn't realize that Kentucky is way colder than Tennessee is. It snowed this morning, and let it be known, today is October 18th. I'm adding this to the list of states I never want to live in.
Mon poids au foie, j'y pense et puis j'oublie. C'est la vie. 80 millions d'Indonésiens. Et moi, avec ma voiture et mon chien, son canigou quand il aboie.
I just passed the course, and now I get to drive like 4.5 hours back home. That's cool. But there was one thing that I saw in the course that I want to point out, because I didn't believe it at first, but I'm proud of whoever was brave enough to get away with this. Okay, so this is like the book that we use to go off of and like teach. It's got all the slides and all the information that I had to learn in order to be UPL qualified and all that other good stuff. But there was one thing in here that I thought was pretty funny. If you look at some of the example sheets that we had, obviously there's like joke names like, you know, Brett Favre in there. But something that I think was a little less obvious was this little guy right here, which if I put my finger here, you might get the joke.
C'est la vie. 900 millions de crève la faim.
So in my last video, I mentioned the bureaucratic struggles that I have to do. All the bureaucratic stuff that I've been trying to get under wraps here. One of those being a key to my office, which was super annoying to get. I had to get like 3 accounts with 3 different systems within the university to get my keys, which I guess makes sense. It's a security thing, but at the same time, it was really annoying. But I got an email today saying that it's ready to get, which is weird because when I applied, I was 100% sure that I filled out that piece of paper wrong, and I applied for like a master key for the whole building, not just like my office and like a couple other doors. I don't really know how it works, but they said I got approved, so here we go. And it'll be nice because up until now, every night the cleaning crew, when they're going through and taking out my trash, they lock my office door, which is great so my stuff doesn't get stolen, all the 0 items of value that I hold in that building. But every morning I have to like go up to someone and be like, hey, could you unlock my office? Which, being a captain and being a full-grown adult feels like asking someone to like cut up my food for me or something.